talk to the ranger, and I'm in the middle of hunting season down here. I forgot about that. So I got my orange on, rain jacket, day pack, and she just asked me to stay on the road. It's a Forest Service road, and I'm okay with that because I know where I'm going. About 3.5 miles up here is a black water camp, place to picnic and place to relax. And I want to give you all an update on what's been going on, but a lot of changes since the last video, and I'm going to explain what happened in that pre-hike I did in October. That was an experience to share with you. I made some big changes. My attitude, my gear. In fact, I made a special trip while I was down here and drove all the way to West Melbourne, which is not far from where I used to live, and into Z-Packs factory. I didn't call. You can't call. I emailed, spoke to Lisa, one of the supervisors, customer experience, nice gal. They said I'd come out at 2 o'clock yesterday, so I drove from Seminole County to Brevard County, Southern Brevard County. Yeah, so when I got to West Melbourne, I met up with Lisa, the gal I've been corresponding with on email, and she hooked me up with a couple of guys that gave me a tour of the factory. It was super busy. Maybe 20 or 30 employees there, but they're busy as bees. They're about 5 weeks in back orders. It's the holiday, so it's expected, but they were real kind, took their time, showed me all the materials, all the colors, the benefits, how they sewed them, and I decided to go with the Art Hall rather than the Art Blast. The Art Hall is about 4 ounces heavier, it's a little cheaper, and it's a little more durable. I opted also for an extra lumbar pad and 2 hip belt pouches. So I think the whole thing came to about 350 bucks. And you know, my pack that I have now, it's a great pack. It's a Deuter ACT light, a 65 liter, I think. But it weighs almost 5 pounds empty, and I mean 5 pounds as compared to 26 ounces is pretty nice. It'd save me some weight there. And they talked me into buying a tent. I needed another tent. On my checkout hike, the tent I took had to weigh almost 6 or 7 pounds with the fly, the stakes, the poles, and the tent, and the footprint. So then I went and bought another tent that weighed about 3.8 pounds, which is better. And I never even set that one up yet. It's the same brand. It was a Kelty. It was a Salito 1, I believe. And it's a nice tent, great reviews. But when I was there, they showed me the duplex tent, I think. It's a 2-person tent. And I couldn't believe how light that was and how easy it was to set up. So I shaved another probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 pounds off my base weight. And it was expensive, very expensive, but I think it's gonna do me well. I have to take advantage of all the breaks I can get on the trail. I'm not as young as a lot of the hikers out there. This might be the only shot I get. I want to make sure that I have light a base weight as I possibly can. And I think this is going to help, although it really hurt my wallet. So I'll be getting those delivered to my temporary residence back in North Carolina on the 11th, I think, of January. I haven't seen any wildlife yet, just a bunch of hunters. And I'm glad I decided to put on my my blaze orange day pack. And I decided to take my rain jacket out, which is bright orange, and I have that strapped to my pack back here. So I should be seeing it. I'm not going to get off this forest road, I don't think. There's a nice place up here about I don't know, like 2.5, 3 miles that I'm gonna go and have lunch. And so as you can see, behind me, the terrain's quite different here. This is part of the Florida Trail. I'm not on the trail, it's close by. And I believe the Florida Trail, if I'm not mistaken, goes from down near Miami, or all the way to the Florida Panhandle. I believe it goes to Eglin Air Force Base, Pensacola. And I've watched a lot of videos and talked to people that have done it. I don't know if I'd want to do it or not. Being born here, living here all those years, I don't really fancy hiking through swamps, but some people do it, and my hat's off to them. Just don't know if I could. Don't think I would enjoy it too much, but who knows? People think I'm crazy for doing the AT too, but hey, I don't care. You get one shot in life, and I'm taking mine. Well, I just had a little chat with one of the hunters here. He stopped by in his truck and was curious as to why I was out here. And I said, well, I'm hiking, but I'm not going to be hiking the trails. And he said, that's a good idea. The trails are open to hikers, and of course they require you to wear blaze orange, which I have plenty of orange on. But it's not even a matter of maybe fearing being shot. It's just a matter of respect for the hunter, because they got stands out here, they've got blinds, and you walk up on one of those guys and they've been sitting up there, glassing deer, or preparing all day for this. That's just disrespectful. And I know enough to not to piss off a hunter, because it's just not my thing. So I'm staying on the service road. I'm getting my workout, I'm getting my miles, although flat, but I'm enjoying it. It's cool right now. It's overcast, it's cloudy, it's actually sprinkled some, and I'm really enjoying this. I've been kind of bummed out lately about some things going on in my life, and I just needed to get out. Oh, there's some more blood. Yeah, I just needed to get out of here on any trail, and this trail is 10 minutes from where I'm staying with family. So, and you can do a 22-mile loop here, or you can keep going on the Florida Trail all the way to the Panhandle. But this is just decompression for me. I just needed a break. So, I've been eating a lot of food since I've been here, drinking a few beers. So I'm really not prepared for this, but I'm really enjoying it. I really am. It's got its own charm. It's Florida, it's what it is. And part of the problem that I had in my last video that I had to cut short was that the memory in my phone was very limited. It was an older iPhone, so I upgraded. I got a lot more memory. Paid a lot more money, but I got a lot more memory. And I'm going to be using this phone and a stick pick apparatus on the trail with a camera mount, specifically for iPhones. Editing, I've been using 2 different types of editing. I've been using iMovie, which is really cool, very simple. It's basic, but it's easy, and you do everything right on the phone, and it was free. And I'm also using YouTube Capture. I'm using it right now, and they have an editing suite too, but I don't care for it too much. The iMovie has better graphics, more options, music, and it seems to produce a finished product pretty well. So I'm going to be using that, and I can actually upload it to Facebook or YouTube right from the editing suite, and then I can save the finished product on my thumb drive, I guess you call it. So storage unit, some iStorage or Apple Storage, 32 gigabytes. I'll be taking that with me as well. I would suggest that if you're going to do a through hike, no matter where you're going to do, or a long distance hike, watch YouTube videos on it, and take what you can from it and use it, and discard the rest. But that's why I'm doing this, because hopefully I'll be able to pass something on that's useful to somebody. Thank God, no mosquitoes. Setting up my little lunch here. Not really hungry, but gotta eat. Gotta keep the calories going. So, I think I'm gonna have a little mountain house. This is the Optimus Crux, I believe they call it. Very nice cook stove, titanium, lightweight, very reliable, very popular out on the trail. But I don't think I'm going to take the actual stove with me. I think I'm going to go with the alcohol stove. Don't know yet. Thinking about it. It's lighter, easier to pack. But this is great for a day trip. This thing really works well. I'm real happy with it. Well, that took about 4 minutes, and I got a rolling boil, as they say. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to add this water into there. I'm going to seal it and let it sit for about 9 or 10 minutes, and that should be ready to eat. Well, I just noticed that the weather started to change. It's actually drizzling off and on. It's getting very cloudy and breezy, so I may be hiking back in the rain, which is fine because I came prepared for that. I have a rain jacket right over there. I wanted to talk about what happened on my pre-hike video. It ended kind of abruptly, and there's a reason for that, and I want to talk about that, and I said I would, so I will. The memory of my phone gave out. It just shut down, so I was done filming for the day. Another thing is, I think I mentioned that my thighs, my quads were locking up, and they were. I had no idea what I was getting into for a first hike after 4 or 5 months. It was tough. I learned a couple of things. One, that judging the distance on relatively flat ground and the time it takes to walk that distance is way different than when you're climbing 4,000 feet out of a gorge, going through switchbacks and rock scrambles and moving rocks and ups and downs and extremes and elevations in a short amount of time. But I also learned that my backpack was way overweight, and I've made some adjustments for that. And I will continue to try to get my base weight down as low as I can and still take with me the things I think I'll need on the trail. So it's getting more expensive too, because I'm getting ultralight gear, as they call it, and it's a bit overwhelming. Okay, that was a great lunch. I'm quite satisfied, and I'm going to be heading back. This is going to be about a 6 mile, maybe 6.5 mile hike. Nothing great, just needed to get out of the house, do a little walking around, test out the camera gear, the phone, test out the phone. I noticed that there was quite a bit of vibration in the videos. I apologize for that. This selfie stick I'm using is not real stable, so I'm going to try to make an effort to keep the camera from vibrating so much. I thought there was an internal stabilization mode in here, and maybe there is. I just haven't found it yet. So I'll learn. Bear with me. I hope I'll get better as I go. It's great out here. It's beautiful. It's quiet. Still no wildlife. Saw a few birds, a couple squirrels, but haven't seen any deer. They're probably all hiding. It's hunting season. I'm still going to do a gear shakedown. I may wait until my Z-Packs tent and pack arrive and then do a shakedown there, or I may just kind of show you what I have. We're getting one of those sun showers right now. You can't see it, but it's sunshine, but it's raining, but it's a light mist, and it's kind of nice. I like it. I miss Florida. sorta. I was here most of my life, and I'm getting to see different parts of the country now, and we live in a great big beautiful country, so I'm glad I'm able to get out and see parts of it that I never have seen, and maybe parts I never would see if I hadn't made the decision to just kind of get up and go. I don't know where I'm going to be a year from now, but I do know where I'm going to be in March, so of next year. And right now I'm trying to really focus on getting prepared for the through hike I'm going to take on the Appalachian Trail in March of next year. So beyond that, I really don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I can do whatever I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to go out west. I may go back to Maine. I wanted to hike the Acadia National Park, more of Baxter State Park, and when I get up there in September, it starts getting cold and they shut down a lot of those parks. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing much hiking, and I'll probably stay in that area for about a week. I might rent a car. I'm going to treat myself to a lobster dinner. It was one of my gifts to myself if I completed the hike. And then I'm going to come back to North Carolina. I have my RV and my truck there in storage. I will have when I'm on the trail. And come back there and camp maybe there for a month or two. And then I have family up there too. And then I'm going to come back to Florida, I think, for a couple of months. Do some camping, go to the beach, camp some on the beach, then make a decision whether I'm going to start a trip out west in my RV and hike areas, national parks, as long as I can before it gets too cold. But I do want to go out west. I do want to hike the John Muir Trail. That's not so tough. I think it takes about a month. And then there's the PCT and the CDT. Don't know if I'm going to do those. See how this goes first. Hey folks, Highlander 58 here. I just finished the hike. It was about a 6.5 mile hike. It was a short hike, but what a way to decompress. It's very beautiful out here. The bear pond behind me. It's very quiet. There's a couple fishermen out here. I really love this stuff. And if you get a chance to come down here, this is right off Highway 46 in Seminole County, not far from the Wekiva River, and it's a wonderful place to hike. I recommend doing it in the fall, unless you like mosquitoes. I will be posting more videos. I'm going to do a gear shakedown, and hopefully I'll be doing an overnighter in the snow when I get back to North Carolina. So thanks for joining me, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be out here and to do these things. So until next time, Highlander 58 signing off. Bye.